Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into the band known as Crown Magnetar with a song called Black Lotus. It is most likely going to be deathcore, just judging from the slam worldwide fucking label. And oh yeah, I know there's new spot. I'm going to do that in the week, I think, as well. But no, I'm on stream. We're doing like, this is the last stream song of the night, I think, as I am starting to get tired and my throat's starting to get a bit dry. So let us jump into this shit. Hopefully it's going to be mind-blowing, but still. That ambience is crazy though. Mind-blowingly bad, man. I'm going to pause it there before we get into, you know, the suffocating in hatred bit, but still. Let's see, where are we going okay. It is dirty, but it's like, I don't know, like, it's like, it seems generically deathcore to me so far. There's no uniqueness to it yet. So it's like, it sounds like every other deathcore band that could potentially be, like, you know, it has the typical vocal style, typical drum style, so I'm waiting for it to switch things up. That's why bands like Worm Shepherd are so amazing, because they just do things so differently. So, just because something's dirty doesn't make it good, if that makes sense. But still, man. Lyrically, let's see, man, maybe the lyrics are just fucking ridiculous, but still. Alone, weeping in a land of stagnant life, mesmerizing as I plead my future. What will this become as the waters flow before me? So, if you're alone weeping in, like, there's a weeping and basically like a huge land, like, pleading your future, wondering what your life will become, as the waters could be like your futures, like, you know, like streaming off on those different paths to which way you could potentially and possibly go because of it. In my mind, thoughts flow faithlessly, only remaining my visions of death. The ashen air invades my sense and it begins again. So, like, their thoughts are flowing like faithlessly. There's no belief in those thoughts, like, whatsoever, as in, like, there's thoughts there, but there's no belief, there's no will to do them, if you know what I mean. I think the only thing remaining after that point is just the visions of death, the visions of just like death go through. And one sec. Wow, that was interesting. I'm sorry about that. At least I managed to mute it. Like, my voice is making me need to cough. I think I need to drink more water personally, but fuck it. I should be fine, hopefully. So yeah, the ashen air, like the air itself must have like burning happening, like, you know, the trees and everything, like, because in the video it had trees burning, like, you know, the bushfires and the tree and the forest fires and stuff like that. So I'm guessing, like, that's where it's really going to be going into it, like, this escape, this memory to relive it, I'd end it all today. Massed beings consume me whole as realization sets in of what this reality is. So, like, yeah, the memory to relive, they'd rather live in their own memories, they'd rather not have to envision the real world. They'd have to see what they're really singing, and to see that realization of everything kicking in, and it's just like really crazy so far. Like lyrically, it's actually pretty sound, but still, man. Oh yeah, Worm Shepherd are ridiculous. Like they're like such an amazing deathcore band. Like they're great. Let's keep going. Ooh, I love the picks well. Okay, no, I'm starting to see what you mean. Like, it's, like, you know, as the song's going on, like, it started off in such, like, generic, typical way. But as it's going forward, it's, like, dragging that energy forward, and it's just kind of, like, having so much energy. It's just, like, Spike, where it's a fucking energy trip, man. It's like, yeah, I can totally see it now. Or I can totally feel it now, should I say. Because, like, it's kind of like, you know, with deathcore, like, you know, with, like really heavy stuff. Like, you kind of have to really fucking love it, because otherwise you're not going to quite understand what the bands do. So like when you listen to Spite, if you don't like the genre, you won't feel the energy coming from them, because it'll just like pass over you, because you'll hear it as noise, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those strange things. But oh, that's awesome. So this is the older shit, so they're just getting better and better and better. That's sick, mate. That's really awesome. So let's go through exactly what we're suffocating in hatred. I view the end, unable to escape the red that fills my eyes. As I succumb to my deepest possession, pain consumes my soul and drags me to hell. So, like, the hatred is like drowning you out, like viewing the end of your existence. Unable to escape the hatred and the redness that's filling the eyes. Succumbing to the most deepest possession of pain, consuming everything and dragging me down with it. Remaining in this relentless purgatory, like the in-between point of like heaven and hell. Once again, my future is bleak. There's nothing really about my future to look forward to. There's nothing there. I try to contain this beast inside, but unstoppable havoc it shall reap. Like, it's literally just like a straight fucking... Like, you know how Spite's very simple? Like, in terms of, like, they're very straight to the point in their lyrics. This band is, like, energy-wise on that same level, but lyrically much more advanced and much more ahead of where Spite actually are. That's kind of awesome. I never thought I'd find a band to actually do that, but this band's kind of just like dragging me into their like whole thing. It's just so awesome to listen to, mate. But still, I love it. This is awesome. I think we're just gonna finish the song, and I'll go through the rest of the lyrics. To be honest, as like I just want to hear how it keeps building and building and building. At this point, as like lyrics are awesome, don't get me wrong, and vocals are awesome, but the energy with this band is what I'm really craving. So let's keep going. The energy builds as my eyes roll back before me waves of the enforcing noise. Ooh, man, that's so dirty. Fucking hell. Damn, man, that was awesome. That was so sick, man. Like when it first started, I wasn't feeling it, maybe because I'm getting a little bit tired on the stream. But moving on past that point, when I got to the point where I could feel the energy, man, the energy levels just like shot through me. I was like, yeah, man, this is sick. It's like Spite, but just with better lyrics. Like, obviously sounding differently than what Spite do, but like, you know, that same kind of energy fucking blast that you get from them. It's just like the same thing. It's just like, you know, like, it's just one of those crazy ass fucking things. It's just it's one of the things that people don't get, you know, when they say, why do you listen to heavy music? It's like, because of this one, because of the fucking energy and the description and the lyrics and all of this shit all coming together to make something that's just like demonically amazing, if you know what I mean. Like, that very same way, just to kind of make it all come together. It's just great. Because I know that Redfield asked me earlier, like, why, like, how you would describe why you listen to heavy music, and I think this band just helped me answer that question, and just like within the stream, which is kind of awesome. But still, man, let's just go for the rest of the lyrics. Let's see where we're going. Remaining in this relentless purgatory, once again my future's bleak, and then into nothing. In this moment, in this essence of all-encompassing hatred, I thrive. Like I'm thriving within the hatred, using it, twisting it, manipulating it. The energy builds as my eyes roll back. Before me, waves of enforcing might take over. So, like, the eyes roll back, and then the back of your head, rage fills your mind, and the waves of might forcing themselves over you in order for you to attack, for you to kill, for you to do whatever the fuck you need to do. I kneel and pray to thou, thy unholy dark lord. Please take me down into the mud, as in, like, please take me down into hell. Not for this night, for eternity. I shall never rise, I shall never breach. This tomb is my final resting place. I shall thrive in the sadness and pestilence that has shrouded my entire life. So it's like, yeah, pleading with, like, a demon, with the Satan, with whoever the fuck, to take you down to hell, to keep you there for eternity, for you to suffer, for you to never rise back from that place, for you to just stay there and dwell within your own sadness and rage and pestilence and all of that crazy ass shit, man. And then obviously Black Lotus, born in filth, escaping is just a dream, and in my Bartic crypt the pain shall never ease. I'm just wishing to see the light, as I'm forever embedded in an era of unholy so, because dragging yourself down to hell, either figuratively, literally, whichever way you really want to go about it. Like, it's just a way of being like, letting your hatred get to such a point that you just want to fucking just like go down to hell and just like rip some shit apart, in a sense, and then like to have all of your pain just like go through with you, and be able to use that and use it in a way that's, I wouldn't say good, but just use it in general. Just like such great lyrics. Like, probably like 10 different fucking interpretations you could make from those lyrics. Just like, I went kind of for the more literal kind of sense in this specific song, as I kind of like literalness with my energy, but you could totally do it for depression, for fucking anger, for somebody you hate, for like wanting to drag yourself and another person down to hell, literally, and wanting to literally rip them apart in that sense. It's just like one of those sick, amazing, energy-driven songs, and I love it. And I agree, man, like, I usually like my songs a bit longer, but I think with Spite and this band specifically, like, it works really well for that 3-minute energy burst. That's like, it's so much energy coming forth that's like any longer, and it would just kind of like, it would drag on a little bit, I think, like, personally speaking. But that could just be me. I could be completely wrong with that, but who the fuck knows right now. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. This was awesome. Thank you so much for the request, man. This was such a sick song. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.